Salvete Scolares. So today I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to set up your Quia account and how to take one of the quiz type assessments on there, which I use the quiz feature on here for homework and actual quizzes and even tests. So you will be actually taking a variety of different assessments. But Quia is really great because not only does it have that feature like Moodle does, it also has flashcards and games, all sorts of things. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Quia.com and then the student zone. So I'm going to click on the student zone. I already created an account, so let me show you what it looks like when you don't have that. All right, so then it'll say welcome to Student Zone. And if you already have an account, you can just log in, obviously. If not, I'm going to walk you through. So you click on create my free account. Make sure you're signed up as a student, not an instructor. That's very important. If you're signed up as an instructor, then it won't give you the same capabilities as it would a student, okay? And it's also going to want you to pay money. You don't want to do that. And you need to be a student to enroll in the course. So then you're going to select a username. Please make your username something that is actually in accordance with your real name. So I strongly suggest just using your email or the first part of your student email for your school, or the first part of your ID for Moodle. So mine would be C. Balcom, and then, I might have to put a number in, right? And then I'm going to choose a password. I'm going to use a password that I also used for that email or that other website, so that way everything is the same. My username and my password are the same for all my school sites, and I strongly suggest doing that. So then you're going to put in, obviously, your real name. As you can tell, I've had multiple student accounts set up on here. You only need one, so that's why it keeps prompting me for other things. Then you'll put in an email address that you'll associate that account with. And Quia will send you messages on this and use that as a recovery email if you allow it to do both things. So then you're going to click create my account. And once you've created your account, it takes you here. You don't have any classes. So this is where you're going to enter that class code that I gave you. Our class code, I'll show it to you again. It's right here. It's TEJ893. So I'm going to copy and paste that over. And then just click add class. All right, beautiful. Now I am in. So it lists all my classes here. I've only got the one, and really that's the one that we care about in this video. So I'm going to click on the class name. Every time you click on the class name, it will take you to this page. On this page, it'll give you your quiz results. So anything Quia classifies as a quiz, though it could have been a homework assignment for us, will be listed under there, and it'll tell you your percentages. You'll be able to see, go back and look at exactly which questions you missed or got partial credit on. And they'll also give you activity statistics for games, like how much time you spent playing a particular game. But notice there aren't any actual activities listed here. To do that, you have to go to the class webpage. So you'll click on class webpage, and there we go. There are all of our activities and quizzes so far. Obviously, there's only one. I will leave this one on there as the first one so that you can play with it if you would like. Notice it says fake, because clearly this is just to show you how the system works. So every time I set one of these up for you, it's going to require you to log in again, because what it's going to do is it's going to record all of the data from the quiz for me as well. So what does Quia consider a quiz? Well, it considers anything a quiz that uses its quiz format. So anytime you guys are taking something labeled a quiz, it just means it has questions that it records the grades on. I can see everything. So I can see how many attempts you've tried. I can see the amount of time. Notice this one is limited to 10 minutes. So I can see if you spent 8 of those 10 minutes or if you timed out. I get to see everything, which is really great feedback for me. You also get really great feedback. That's why I don't just use this for quizzes or tests, and you're going to use them as homework assignments as well. So you put in your username and password again so we get all that great feedback. Click Start Now. And this one has prompted me for a secret word. If it's just a homework assignment, then it'll just take you straight in. But on our actual assessments, our formal assessments, so to speak, like quizzes and tests, then I'm going to supply you with a secret word, and they'll have a window of time that they're open. So the secret word for this one, just so you can practice using secret word, is Quia. So Quia. As soon as I click start, that time's going to start. So notice that my time has started ticking down. So now I've got my instructions or description at the top again in case I need to reread it, and then I can start answering questions. So let's take this really quickly and then look at some results. So whereas, that means true, out, or falsus, false. True or false? Syllabus assignments are boring but necessary for knowing the expectations of course. Well, I'm going to go with whereas because I think that's true. Fill in the correct Latin for the following. Who are you? Ooh, that is quis. Quid est dies veneris Anglicae? Whoa, what is dies veneris in English? Well, guys, that's Friday. Vale in English, or the correct English for vale, is goodbye. So we're learning a little Latin here. We got quis est, who are you? Dies veneris, which is Friday, and vale, which is goodbye. And then a matching question. Okay. Notice it also shows me the points beside each question, so I know kind of what they're worth relative to the overall setup. Quite often, and actually more often than not, which you guys will see, you'll see that nothing is worth any points until the last question, and then it'll be out of 4. But that goes to the standards-based grading system, which hopefully you already watched the video on and learned about. So gladiatores, okay, so I need to find what all of this matches to. Gladiatores, well, those are gladiators, clearly, right? Gladiatores est lingua latina is the Latin for gladiator. Here is Potter and Lord of the Rings, books that use Latin. Yeah, let's go with that. Lingua latina, well, that's the Latin language. I just answered that one for you. Now I'm gonna miss ones just so you can see what it looks like. So Julius Caesar, well, that's clearly let's see. That's clearly Magistro Balcom. English and Spanish, over 60% of the vocabulary from Latin, true fact. Sense de Lingua Latina, well, that's clearly that movie with Russell Crowe. And then Gladiator, that's that famous dictator that got stabbed, right? Sure. So I submit my answers. Now it gives you, when I will most often set it up to give you all of the feedback. Sometimes that'll be a delayed setup. You'll have to wait until the window for a test is over, right, to get all of the results. This just keeps us all honest. But for everything except for those major quizzes and tests, for all of your general kind of practice assignments, it'll give you everything. So it'll look just like this. Give me an overall, it'll tell me what my answer was, and the green means that they're correct. And then if I get something incorrect, right, oh man, Miss Balcom was not Julius Caesar. He's that guy that got stabbed and has a salad created in his honor. Oh man, well, first guys, Caesar salad really has nothing to do with Julius Caesar. But, I know, it's sad, right? But it tells me, right, I get this immediate feedback. I see what I answered, and the red signals that it was incorrect, and then I see the correct answer. So I can try it again if I would like, and I strongly suggest trying anything considered practice or homework until you master it, because how else are we going to get better, right? If I was learning to play basketball, I would practice dribbling and shooting all the time correctly, right? Because if I run around doing it incorrectly, like if you do a bunch of incorrect homework answers, then I'm learning how to do it incorrectly, and I'm going to be pretty bad when it comes time to actually play. So we want you to be good when it comes time to play. We want you to know what you're doing and how to do it. But for now, I don't want to try again. I'm just going to click done, which then takes me back here, but ensures that I've seen my results, I know the activity saved, and so I'm done. But what if I want to go back and look at my results again later? So let's say I want to go back and look at those results again later because I want to reflect, right? I want to see what I did the first time and then try it again and see if I can improve. So I click on the course again, and you see this black icon to the left of the quiz name. That's your view results button, and it brings those results right back up for you. So that's how to create your account, get signed into our class, how you need to go ahead and, take anything on that page that's considered a Quia quiz, which will range for us from regular practice or homework assignments to actual quizzes and tests, and then how to view your results so that you can keep track of your own learning and really reflect upon what you know and what you don't to progress. JVLA, scolares.